So we're kind of in the I don't know, what do you call it? The ruins of a little village here. We were on some trails up in Chichibu, and we came across this. This is really amazing that it's still standing here. Looks like the well was right here at one time. There's a lot of stuff still laying around after.
Japan is a country with a long history and an amazing culture. Japan Treasure Hunters is on the quest to find it and bring it to you. On this episode of Japan Treasure Hunters, while detecting in the mountain trails of Chichibu, the team accidentally uncovers an old abandoned village.
Still waiting on tech support.
All right, let's roll. Let's go find some goodies.
You know, considering the slope of the hills we're on,
Yeah.
I don't think rolling's what we want to do. As you wish.
Oh, I love that movie.
It was in the 40s, which isn't always something you want to chase, but once in a while we get a coin in that range. Some of those older ones. So it might be worth taking a look. And again, I might be here a while. Can't make out what it's from, but a bit of foil. Yeah. Curses, foiled again.
Getting a 60s tone, which typically says it's a pull tab. So I can see this area being kind of full of pull tabs. Pull tabs and trash. Yeah, I guess it's a can. No?
Well, the one place I dug, aside from where I knew I was getting tones off the tin.
Yeah, we got a rice bowl right here, full-on rice bowl. It's even got the design on the bottom. Can't read it. Yeah.
Good condition.
Yeah, it is. It's in really good condition. We'll just leave them here.
No idea. Almost looks like a strainer of some sort.
Like a handmade strainer, yeah.
Yeah. Like there's some spots here where a handle could have attached to it, so it's almost like a ladle, but it's got holes in the bottom.
Strainer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The holes are all uneven, different sizes, so it's like somebody kind of...
Definitely old.
Yeah. Just don't strain yourself looking for stuff out here.
Ha 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 ha.
Boom.
Foil. Didn't ring up as foil though, that's odd.
Now, if we were down by the seashore, I might know what this is, but up in the middle of the mountains, no. There's a old Japanese ghost, Funeyure.
Oh, 1 yen right here. We got a surface dweller. Sorry to interrupt his story. Got a surface dweller, 1 yen.
Awesome. All right, back to your story.
So there's a Japanese ghost called a Funeyure, or a boat ghost, essentially, ferry ghost. And apparently they'll come up to fishermen who are out on the water at night, and they'll come up in their boat and they'll ask for a ladle. And if you give them a ladle, they'll take it and they'll scoop the water from the ocean or lake or whatever and pour it into your boat and sink your boat. So a lot of fishermen and people who are working out on the water will carry a ladle with holes in it. And then when the ghosts come up and ask you for a ladle, or a ladle with no bottom or holes, they'll ask you for a ladle, and you give them one, and they're satisfied, and then they take it and they try to scoop water into your boat, but because the hole's in the bottom, it doesn't work, so you're safe.
So I wonder how many times it took them to figure that out.
Well, if they didn't figure that out, they didn't come back, so. Well, it was a little bit of a junky tone, but I thought I'd chase it anyway since it's been pretty quiet up here, and I didn't think it'd be anything good, and I nailed it. Yeah, that's a big one.
That is huge.
Good old spiky nail.
Nail for the day.
Yep, we got it in. Still no pull tabs today, so it's not complete yet.
So I got a surface dweller over here. Yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Hopefully we can find the rest of this. And in the rest of this, we can find the treasure box.
Ooh.
Hopefully. It's a really cool looking key.
Nice.
Nice, yeah, right? Beautiful looking key. It's gonna look really good when it's all cleaned up.
Yeah.
There it is.
There's our pull tab. We've
First one
made
of
the
the day.
day.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. It's not a day unless we get a pull tab.
I got the nail, I got the pull tab.
Found a tool of some sort. Oh, it's a comma. It's a comma. These are used to knock down weeds, but also as a weapon. Put it on a stick like this, and remember we saw these at the Ninja Museum?
Yeah.
There you go.
So you're saying there were ninja here?
No, I'm saying there was farmers here.
As the team was detecting on the trails, they came across cones on the path, and as soon as they turned the corner, there sat the abandoned Decay village. There is a Japanese folk story designed to frighten hikers in the mountains of Japan. A yurei, ghost or spirit, called Yamamba or Yamauba, would entice travelers on the trails to come to her old dilapidated house to rest. She was an old woman in old clothes, but under her hair was a mouthful of teeth. Once the travelers went to sleep, she would eat them. Sounds like a Japanese version of Hansel and Gretel.
This place is amazing.
Jonathan and Robert stopped detecting to explore these old, creepy, abandoned buildings.
Definitely abandoned.
Yeah, it's, and what's interesting is it looks old, but it doesn't look like it's been abandoned for, that long.
Like it's all caved in, but the parts that aren't caved in aren't all that rotten.
Yeah.
Even though the Japan treasure hunters were the only ones out there that day, the air seemed heavy, and there was a sense of being watched.
So you want to go up into that house, Robert, or no?
No, I'm not going to try climbing in there.
Did you guys see up there? Somebody wasted an arrow.
That's a modern arrow, too.
Yeah.
Looks like somebody had a bunch of stuff stored up in the attic that collapsed in on us.
Like dolls? Headless?
Yeah, those would have been old dolls. There's you can see from the side window there, you can see there's a old chest of clothes and stuff that came down.
One has to wonder why people would just leave everything behind.
Wow.
Could it have been a disaster? Or did they just vanish into thin air?
You know what? I'm gonna pick some of these things up.
Yeah,
It's like somebody was in here trying to look through stuff, so it's kind of
that's what I was thinking.
gonna put it back together a little bit.
Probably came out of this box you can see from here.
Yeah. Yeah, that one right there. And
There's a big chest up there with some other stuff still in it.
there's one right here that's got a futon in it.
Someone was up in here rooting through things.
Yeah, that's not cool. Let's put these things back.
Pausing at the bottom of the stairs, Jonathan thinks he hears a sound.
What? So it's really big up here.
Pretty well-made house at the beach.
Yeah.
Other than the rat-infested chairs, leftover empty boxes, the only thing that was left was the feeling that we were not alone.
Right here. There was this little
Well, it's
Thing
been
with
there
the-
since the 50s.
with the key. 56.
So Showa 26. So that's 1952. That's about the time for those.
Bring it close here. Yeah. And a key. But the key doesn't look too decrepit, although the case it's in is pretty well beat up.
In 1955, Take Village had 44 people. To this day, it is unclear what happened. Could it have been supernatural? Or just a lack of children coming back to keep the village going? Either way, the treasure today was finding a window to the past and having a short glimpse into it. We hope to see you next time on Japan Treasure Hunters.